So I just left off on when Jimmy was being a bully. A little boy in 5th grade came and talked to one of his parents, and his parents helped him understand things like roles and responsibility, who's responsible for what. As long as the little boy didn't do anything to Jimmy first, then he definitely doesn't deserve. I mean, technically nobody deserves, but sometimes mistreatment can be invited by mistreatment. So as long as the little boy was not doing anything to instigate mistreatment from Jimmy, he absolutely didn't deserve to be pushed down the slide like that. And I don't remember exactly which study it is. I'd have to look that up, but I remember reading it, and it's proven true in my day-to-day clinical practice. So I believe it, and I've seen it pan out, and I've also, like I said, experienced some aspects of it. But when we can help a child make sense of their lived experience because we are emotionally literate and we know how to put a finger on what emotion is coming up for them because we've done our own work, because we've developed the perception, the eyes, the ability to see what is coming up for them because we know and have worked on that ourselves. That can help a child be far more adaptive and understand that they're being human. They're having human experiences. There's nothing wrong with them when they cry. There's nothing wrong with them when they get nervous in their tummy. They're, or feel a sense of stress or tension in their shoulders or back or get headaches sometimes. But if an adult can help them understand what's going on and guide them through it by saying things like, let's say in the example I gave that the dad or mom says, hey, if Jimmy keeps doing this, even when you stand up for yourself, even when you talk to a teacher, come back home and tell me about it again, and I'll see what I can do to help you out, and let's figure this out together so that you don't have to figure it out by yourself. Please know that I always have your back. You have my support, and we'll figure this out and see what we can do to help make sure you're safe and not being mistreated. And if you are, we'll talk about how to deal with that in the healthiest of ways. But thanks, Bud, for telling me, and maybe gives the kid a hug, tussles his hair, rubs his back, things like that to help with that co-regulation. That when a kid is having stress, sometimes it helps a lot. In fact, not sometimes, often, majority of the time, it helps a lot for an adult to co-regulate, meaning that the adult helps to comfort or soothe that child because a child has sometimes difficulty doing that themselves. And they'll learn over time, but it really helps to establish a baseline of having an adult there to help with that and support that, at least initially. So that is the long story short of my reason why for emotional intelligence, is because it changed my life, and ultimately it prevents the onset of trauma symptoms when we can simply, and I guess simply is a misnomer, but when we can name and help others after having done the work ourselves, we can name and help others through and overcome and process through instead of being stopped by highly stressful events or experiences, but help them adapt and overcome and get through and keep living life without being tethered back to negative events that continue to pop up even when they're years down the road. So I see it. It's not the only piece, but it is a piece that I particularly have a passion for and really can see. In fact, my vision, as grand as it may seem, it really would be absolutely world changing if every single household, the worldwide, had a standard of operating from a baseline of emotional intelligence that the parents know, that the siblings are learning, that the grandparents know. But again, this is a skill set. And it's not automatic. It's not something we're necessarily born with. It's something that we have to learn and develop, just like a language. We have to learn the terminology, the lingo, I can know and have experienced an emotion, let's say, but until I learn the word that goes with that, there's a certain confusion or lack of clarity. But if I can learn that the word that accompanies that experience is sadness, then all of a sudden I can label it, and there's deeper understanding for myself. I can convey it more clearly to others and work through it. That as I'm able to label what's happening, then I know and can develop the skills about what to do about it. So, I mean, just take a minute to imagine with me what a better world we would live in if everybody had at least a basic understanding and was trying to develop these skills. Again, it's not a one and done event where it's like, oh, I've done it. I'm done with that now. I've checked that box. No, it's a progression of skills that is used and honed in throughout the entire lifespan. They never expire. These skills never expire, never get old, never run out of being effective. So if anything that I've said today resonates with you or is compelling to you, join me, spread the word. Sometimes it even renders me speechless how important this is to me. And I sometimes fail to have the words to describe it. But thank you for listening, and stay tuned. There's a lot more where this came from. So thanks again.